that is coming to planet Earth. In fact, we have a G4, which is a severe geomagnetic storm watch issued by the Storm Weather Prediction Center. The first time it's been that strong since 2005. And as a result, we get up to a K index of 8. And if you look at the Earth on the left part of that graphic here, you see that New Jersey's right between K7 and K9. In other words, we have a chance, as long as the clouds clear out, to see the northern lights if you look low on the horizon to the north and you have a long exposure camera. Now, there is the potential that some GPSs and the satellites associated with them get knocked out temporarily from this. Again, a chance, not a high chance, but still within the realm of possibility. Closer to the surface, how about to the water surface? We have coastal flood alerts. We have a coastal flood warning in effect for ocean. Eastern Burlington, Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland counties tonight. The lighter area of greens are in an advisory. The warning means we have moderate stage, and that means traveling around the bayside roadways will be impossible at times tonight. Let's take a look at our futurecast here. You see some rain showers, mainly north of the expressway. Then as we go into the evening, clouds around. Tough to see the northern lights, or at least the potential for it during the evening. But overnight, after about 2 o'clock or so, we do get some clearing. Remember, we have the coastal flooding Friday night as well. And you want to make sure you turn around, don't drown if you see that flooded water. Saturday still looks to be a dry day. In fact, good amount of sunshine, I believe, especially if you're east of the Parkway. So it's an improving forecast from what I've said over the past couple of days. We go into the evening, first couple of hours are clear, but here comes the clouds, and eventually the rain moves in as we go into Mother's Day morning here. Now, Mother's Day is not a washout, but there will be rain at times, especially in the morning and midday. But even a few showers into the afternoon, clouds eventually clear out as we go into Sunday night. So you add this all up, we look at our rainfall coverage here, and we're talking about a few hours of wet weather, both Friday during the day, as well as Saturday night and in Sunday itself. I'll say 3 to 4 hours of your Mother's Day will be wet. My advice to you, do something indoors. I think you'll have at least more peace of mind doing that. Here's a little more on our tidal flooding forecast. I do believe Friday night, if you're in Ocean County, Atlantic County, and Monmouth County, you're in minor flood stage here. Saturday night will be minor flood stage everywhere. That's a nuisance kind of flooding we see several dozen times a year. Then we have moderate flood stage for Cape May and Cumberland County on Friday night. That's when many bayside roadways flood. Even unraised homes and businesses could flood. And you drive through that, it can create wake that can get onto your neighbor's property. Here's a look at the Wildwoods in minor flood stage. West Wildwood has the flooding. That's the typical spots. But watch what happens as we go to moderate flood stage. Now you're talking about Delaware Avenue underwater. Pretty much all of West Wildwood has flooding, and even some additional flooding as you make your way into North Wildwood too. So again, moderate flood stage, more of a problem for us here than minor. Ship Bottom in minor flood stage, not that much really to speak of. You can get around most places here. Otherwise, the other weather story is how cold it is today. Remember, on Wednesday, we were around 90 degrees inland. Now we're talking about temperatures in the low 50s, sliding into the 40s here. Temperatures well below average for this time of the year. More like March 10th rather than May 10th. And over at the shore, the same story. Now, we do rebound a little bit as we go into Saturday. High temperatures still in the 50s at the shore, but we should be in the 60s inland. About 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. And for Mom, your Mother's Day forecast here. Let's get that handwritten note going for Mom. I used to do that when I was a kid. We are talking about showers throughout the day, mainly in the morning and midday. More dry time for the afternoon as we go from the 50s into the 60s. Here's a look at your inland 7-day forecast here. Once we get to next week, mostly dry with one big exception. That's going to be Wednesday. There does look to be a coastal storm on Wednesday, could be Tuesday night, going into Wednesday night. Wind, rain, coastal flooding, all in the realm of possibility. But when it's not raining Wednesday, it's actually very nice. Monday and Tuesday look great. Thursday, mostly sunny. And Friday, just a few showers, but not a big deal for us as we go into our last couple of days before we get into Memorial Day weekend and the peak